Hey everybody, what's up? Dr. Marco here, and I just got myself a new Christmas present. It's the Line 6 M9 Stompbox Modeler, and I've been playing it all day and I just can't stop playing it. It's so fun, and I was just getting in the groove, and I thought, hey, why not turn on the camera and just do a quick review of this thing. Now granted, this is only my second day, so yes, I am in the honeymoon phase, as we all are with new pieces of gear, but I really am liking it so far. I still got 29 more days before I can return it to Sam Ash. I'm going to put it through its paces here really good and use it for rehearsal for my cover band and see if it stands up. Of course, everything's fun when you're playing in your bedroom, right? Everything's controlled, but it's a different situation when you're live, when you're with the gig with other musicians. You want to see how things cut through the mix and whether it's really as groovy as you thought. So anyhow, I thought I would just show you a quick overview of the unit, and then maybe play for a little bit and so you can hear what it sounds like. Just to kind of give you a roundup on all my other gear, I'll be playing my G&L Tribute Legacy Stratocaster, which I recently restrung and kind of rediscovered, and it's a lot of fun. I'm also be using my my Crate Vintage Club 50 amplifier, and I've got a Demeter compulator compressor after all the stomp boxes, and that kind of helps smooth things out. I use those a lot anyhow. Alright, so let me show you the unit here. Sorry for the rough camera work, but oh yeah, I'm also going through a Jekyll and Hyde. The distortions on the Stompbox model are okay. I haven't quite dialed them in yet, so I just thought for purposes of this video and actually just kind of getting used to the thing, I'd use something that I know sounds good, which is my Jekyll and Hyde. I love that unit. So here it is. Here is the Stompbox modeler, and as you can see, it has lots of different buttons. It basically does two things. It allows you to use 3 effects units all at one time, and that's what these different areas here are for. It's got 1, 2, and 3, and then unit A and B. So basically you can have 3 on at the same time, and you can flip between 2 different configurations. So for example, right here I have a reverb and a delay going on. So I can't have them both on at the same time if I have them set up in this unit here. Now of course I could put a delay here and a reverb here and have them on at the same time. Okay, so any of these 3 I can have on at the same time, but I can't have these 2 on at the same time. So basically there's 3 at a time, and so you have 6 different effects that you can pop in and out of. Alright, now you may have seen the M19. The M19 obviously is the big brother of this guy. I thought about the M19 or 13. I really did. In fact, found a guy on Craigslist, had one on sale for $300. Well, that was $100 cheaper than this one was here. But I thought I was really wanted to get it for the choruses and the modulations and the delays and things like that. I've got other stuff that I want to put on my pedal. The thing I like about this is you can actually put it on your pedal board. And the M13, you know, it's about twice as big as this. Takes up a lot more real estate, and you'd have to have a lot bigger pedal board. So I didn't feel like upgrading my whole pedal board. I figured this is a reasonable size unit, considering you can have, you know, 3 effects at a time. It's just a little bit bigger than the DL and the MM, all the other Line 6 units. It's just a little bit bigger. I don't have one to compare it to. I actually sold my DL4, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to get this. I kind of missed the delays from the DL4. So, plus also I heard a lot of good things about the MM4, which is their modulation modular, which has all your choruses and tremolos and univibe and things like that, and I really wanted to get those kind of effects on my board. Alright, so anyhow, right now everything is off, and you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but this is dark. See the little color thing is dark? That means that it's bypass. Supposedly it's true bypass. There's an option on there supposedly to put it into a digital bypass, and I think the difference, obviously, besides not bypassing everything, is that if you turn off say for example a reverb or a delay, if you have it in the digital bypass, you'll still hear the trail of those. If you have it in the hard bypass, then apparently it'll just cut right off. So what happens when you start stepping on buttons? Alright, well, let's look at affects unit 1. When I step on the button here, what pops up? Well, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Screamer right there. Now you can't see it. Sorry, the camera's not going to allow you to see these right here, so I'm just going to have to describe it. Basically, it gives you the description of the different units that's on. And now, all of these knobs right here control all the parameters of that different unit. Okay, so for example, on the Screamer, which is a distortion flavor, it's got drive, bass, tone, treble, and output. Okay, so it's like a tube screamer, right? Got your drive, your output. This is one of the more, I think, the more advanced Screamers because it's got the bass and treble. The old one, like I had, the TS9, just had the tone on there. So it's kind of a sophisticated tube screamer. If you go through here, you can start to go through all your different models of distortions. Okay, so right now it's sort of like in the distortion modeler mode. And turning this will go through all the different different types of distortions. Screamer, tube driver, it's got a line 6 distortion in there, classic distortion, you know, all these kind of distortions. Now, the way you get into the different modeler boxes is by pressing this knob right here. If you press this, then it'll go from distortions to modulations, or to delays, or to filters. It's got that whole filter modeling box in here with all those strange things that I don't use a whole lot, but I guess some guys are really into. And of course, you get into the echo and also into the reverbs. So by pressing this, that's how you get to the major blocks of units, and then by turning it, you get to the specific units within that block. Okay, so it's kind of cool because the lights turn on. You'll see right now, this green light turned on, and it's cool because the colors that light up actually match the kind of effect that you're using, and that's what helps you remember what effect you have on there. So greens, well, not green, it's kind of a light green actually, more of a yellow maybe. Yeah, it probably is yellow, are all your distortions, and I think that's the color of the distortion modeler Stompbox that Line 6 makes. And for example, green, those are all your delays. So right here, if I step on this one, now it kicked into a delay. I have it set up to an analog delay, but it's got all the cool delays that the Line 6 DL4 has. And the blue is all the modulation. So right here, I have a modulation set up, and the light is blue. If I were to change that to make this unit right here to be a delay, for example, this would turn green. That's a very clever idea. It ties into the color scheme of the boxes that we're all so familiar with. All right, so that's kind of an overview of the unit. Oh yeah, of course I should probably mention that this thing is also a looper. It's got, I think, 28 seconds of looping time in there, and the way that works is real easy. It even says right there, hold for looper. So you hold this for a second, and everything changes. Notice all the lights went off. The little display said entering looping mode, and now it's a looper. And so right here, you start it right here. Here's your record overdub. You step that. You hit it again, and it'll keep recording and start looping your old one, and it'll record on top of itself. If you just want to play it once, then you just, when you stop it, you hit this, and that'll keep playing. Okay, it'll let you undo one time or redo. It also lets you do half speed, which is kind of an interesting vibe, and also reverse, which will take the whole mess and make it sound like it's going in backwards. So at this point, you're probably bored of hearing me talk. Let's hear the unit in action.